going from Teston to the King en route. That's where we have a vehicle in the ditch. Everything's off to the right shoulder. At the Simple Investor, they make sure you get rent every month, have no tenant interaction, and no repair costs. Find out more about their newest release for only $199,900 at thesimpleinvestor.com. And now with the forecast, here's Natasha Ramsahai.
All right, temperatures still remaining cool here tonight and tomorrow, and this cloud cover is going to gradually clear tonight down to a low of 6 degrees. It's going to increase again through the afternoon and after about 5 p.m. Make sure you've got an umbrella out there for some rain. That's going to continue Wednesday night into Thursday morning, and tomorrow's high, just like today, 16 degrees. Tonight down to a low of 6 degrees. Right now it's 15 degrees at Pearson.
This is City News.
Toronto police are updating the investigations into carjackings in the city, and they say so far there have already been responses to nearly as many armed carjackings this year as compared to all of last year.
Of course, this comes after Leaf star Mitch Marner was attacked last night in Etobicoke. City's Moment Qureshi joins us live. Moment.
That's right, James. We just got an update from Toronto Police's hold-up squad about the latest, not just with the carjacking last night that involved Maple Leafs forward Mitch Marner, but also just in general about the state of where we are with carjackings. Inspector Rich Harris says we're already at a point where there's been more this year than compared to all of last year.
To date, in 2022, our unit has had 60 carjacking occurrences that we have taken care of. Last year, we had 59 for the entire year. These numbers do not include incidents that do not fall under the mandate of the hold-up squad and are investigated by our partners in the divisions throughout Toronto. As I've mentioned before, suspects usually target high-value vehicles.
Now, while Toronto Police wouldn't name Marner specifically because they don't identify victims or witnesses, the Toronto Maple Leafs did say that Marner was the victim of a carjacking last night. Police say Marner did the exact right thing that you're supposed to do, which is not put up a fight, not fight back, just give up your vehicle. They say it's not worth it, especially if it's an armed carjacking. We know the suspects last night had guns and knives. So the advice today from Toronto Police in general is if you are the victim of a carjacking, it's best to not put up a fight and just give up your car because you could be putting your own safety in danger. We heard today from many members of the Leafs, both players and management, who all said that they are just grateful that Marner's okay. He was there today as the team wrapped up for the season. He didn't speak to the media, but players and management did, saying they're just grateful that he's okay and that they have to provide him with the support that he needs. Reporting live, Moment Qureshi, City News.
City News time 3:35. We're learning more about the human remains found last week near Concession Road 6 and Albright Road in Uxbridge. City's Mark Douglas joins us live with the latest from police in Durham region. Mark.
So, Jenna, a man who lived in Richmond Hill, reported missing from Toronto last August, has turned up dead this month in the countryside of Durham region.
Based on the evidence available to us at this time, we believe Ariel Kaplan was murdered and his body was disposed in Uxbridge sometime in the fall of 2021.
And exactly how the body was disposed of is particularly disturbing. It was found in a hockey bag in a large pond by a country road out in Uxbridge. And Detective Sergeant Doris Carriere, in charge of the Durham Regional Police Homicide Unit, says the body had been there for quite some time.
Some of the witnesses are giving us a range of time when that bag was seen in the pond, and at this point we can go back to the fall of 2021.
It had been in the water ever since, but Carrier says a lot of garbage winds up in that roadside pond, and no one on the 20-acre property thought anything of it. But this month, somebody was doing some cleaning up. They opened the bag, and there was the body of the missing 32-year-old inside. Carrier says exactly how Kaplan died is not known yet. He says a body in water for several months does present challenges to the coroner, but adds the body was preserved in certain useful ways as well. Why Kaplan was murdered is unknown. He was charged last year in a Toronto police investigation of a stolen truck, but Durham police are not making any connection to that at this time. Live at Durham Police Headquarters in Whitby, Mark Douglas, City News.
U.S. President Joe Biden, the First Lady in Buffalo today, visiting with families of the victims of Saturday's supermarket shooting. Here's City's Carling Donahue.
The president began his address in Buffalo by speaking directly to the victims' families, telling them he's sorry for the incredible pain they're suffering.
It's not the same, but we know a little bit what it's like to lose a piece of your soul. You feel like there's a black hole in your chest, you're being sucked into it, and you're suffocating, unable to breathe.
The president relating to the family's pain through the loss of his late son, Beau. Now, Biden and First Lady Jill spent the day meeting with community leaders, first responders, and families of the victims. During his address, the president read the names of each and every victim and said the innocent reasons they were at the Tops Friendly supermarket that day.
Roberta Drury, 32, beloved daughter and sister. Moved back home to help take care of her brother after his bone marrow transplant. She went to buy groceries for dinner.
10 people were killed on Saturday when an 18-year-old avowed white supremacist allegedly opened fire inside the grocery store, which is located in a predominantly black neighborhood. 3 others were wounded but managed to survive. President Biden says this was a full-blown act of domestic terrorism. Carling Donahue, City News. City News Time 3:38. Flu cases are up across the country. Health Canada's most recent weekly influenza report finds since the beginning of April, detections of the flu have sharply increased and have met seasonable thresholds. City's Phil Martino joins us live with that. Phil.